Imagine this. You're standing outside on a bright sunny day, sipping a cold soda, scrolling through your phone. Now imagine someone teleports you not to the beach, not even into the sky, but straight onto the surface of the sun. Question is, could you survive even a nanosecond there? Well, let's find out. First off, a nanosecond is 1/1000th of a second. That's shorter than the blink of an eye, shorter than a camera flash, shorter than anything you could even notice. It's basically the universe's way of saying you were here and now you're gone. So, could you last that long on the sun? Let's start with the basics. The surface of the sun, called the photosphere, is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 100 times hotter than the inside of your oven on broil. But that's just the surface. Beneath that, things climb into the millions of degrees, somehow popped onto the sun. Before you even had time to scream or think about screaming, you'd be cooked. Not in minutes, not in seconds, but instantly. Here's why. At a nanosecond, light itself only travels about 30 centimeters. That's less than a foot. So by the time your brain even tried to process, oh no, I'm on the sun, the information wouldn't have reached your brain cells yet. Your body, it wouldn't wait. The sun's heat would shred your molecules like dry paper in a bonfire. Every atom of you would be superheated and blasted apart before you could even begin to notice pain. And the crazy part, to an outside observer, you wouldn't even look like a person anymore. You'd be a tiny puff of plasma, gone faster than a snap. But let's play with this. Let's pretend you were wearing some kind of magical, indestructible survival suit. Could that let you last a nanosecond? Well, even then, the suit wouldn't save you for long, because you're not just dealing with heat. You're dealing with gravity. The sun's gravity is about 28 times stronger than Earth's. If you weighed 150 pounds here, you'd weigh over 4,000 pounds there. So unless your survival suit came with rocket thrusters the size of mountains, you'd be crushed flat against the surface before your nanosecond even started. And even if you did float above the surface somehow, the radiation would rip through you. The sun blasts out deadly ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and other nasty stuff every second. It's like standing in the middle of a nuclear explosion that never ends. Now, here's the fun twist. Technically, yes, you could survive a nanosecond on the sun, but not in the way you're hoping. You wouldn't feel anything. You wouldn't think anything. Your existence would just flicker out instantly. Too fast for your nervous system to even process. From your perspective, it would be painless, instant, like flipping off a light switch. But from the universe's perspective, you'd go out in spectacular style. You'd briefly become part of the sun itself, a glowing, atomized wisp of plasma, indistinguishable from the star that's been burning for 4.5 billion years. You wouldn't survive as you, but in a poetic way. You'd live forever as part of the sun. So, could you survive a nanosecond on the sun? Technically, yeah, but only because a nanosecond isn't long enough for your brain to realize how completely fried, crushed, and vaporized you just became. It's survival in the same way a snowflake survives, falling into a volcano, and that's the takeaway. Sometimes, the scale of the universe is so extreme, our human ideas of time and survival don't even apply. A nanosecond to us is nothing, but to physics, it's still plenty of time to turn you into stardust. If you enjoyed this fiery thought experiment, hit that like button, share it with a friend who thinks they could tank the sun, and don't forget to subscribe for more crazy science questions answered with a mix of facts and fun. After all, asking what if is the best way to learn how wild the universe really is.